Welcome back to another episode of the Source. 4-3 last night. Honestly, the Bucks 1 point away from being 5-2, but I'll take 4-3. I'll take positive units. 6 games tonight, but there is some value. Let's dive in.
Welcome to the Source. Hey, get the Source. The Source. The Source. Hey, get the Source.
First up, Hawks Wizards in Atlanta for a rematch. This line opened Atlanta -6.5. And as I'm recording this video, there's still no bets and money percentage available yet, so I don't have anything to show you in that category. I can tell you this, when I first looked last night, the books were pretty split. Some had Hawks -6.5, some had Hawks -7. When I looked around 10 a.m., almost all of them were Hawks -6.5. So the books that had Atlanta -7 dropped it, which means I'm assuming the money's coming in on Washington. Straight up, the Hawks should have covered in that first game. They only won by 1, and we lost that bet. But they were up 96-79 after 3 quarters. In the fourth quarter, the Wizards just got hot to a point where it might even be some luck involved. Their shots were just falling. They went 7 from 11 for 3. Bertans went 4 or 5 from 3 in the fourth quarter. And one of his shots, he's fallen away with 26-footer, he banks it in. Like, that's the kind of shots that were falling for the Wizards. Hawks went 8 for 23 in the fourth quarter. If that was a normal quarter, the Hawks cover easily. I'm going to bet Atlanta here. I'm going to lay the 6.5, and I'm even going to throw it on the menu. I respect the hell out of Russell Westbrook and what he's doing. I like Hachimura, but without Bradley Beal, the Hawks are the correct pick here. Give me Hawks -6.5. VIPs, this might not make the 3-game plan, so make sure you check the menus I send out at 5:30 Eastern time to see where this one lands. But it is on the menu. Anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story, Facebook, next game. Next up, we got Nets versus Spurs in Brooklyn. This line opened Nets laying 4.5 points at home. Early action all over the Nets. I think we're talking 80% of the public, 90% of the money on the Nets. Check this out. So money is still on the Nets, right? It stays on the Nets all morning, but consensus line drops from 4.5 down to 3. My guess, the books already know that Kyrie Irving and James Harden both aren't playing tonight. San Antonio is basically locked into the 10 seed. They're 2.5 games out of Memphis for the 9, and they're 2.5 games up of New Orleans for the 11. So they're basically locked in. There's only 3 games to play. The urgency side is going to be more on Brooklyn. They're still battling Milwaukee for the 2 seed. As of right now, I believe James Harden's a game-time decision and Kyrie Irving is questionable. But like I said, that line movement makes me think they're both not playing. I don't care. I'm taking the Nets right now. They're playing great, and I think they mean business for the rest of the season going into the playoffs. Durant, I trust in Durant. Give me Brooklyn -3 on the menu. If anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story, Facebook, next game. Next game up, we got Cavs Celtics in Cleveland. This line opened Cleveland +10. Big home dog here. Early sharps are on Boston. We're looking at 70% early money last night on the Celtics. Check this out, though. So some Cleveland money comes in and almost evens things out. The books hate it. The line moves from Cleveland +10 all the way down to Cleveland +8. That means one or two things. A, the books love Cleveland and they don't want anyone betting the Cavs. They're trying to get everyone on Boston. Or B, there's a Celtics injury or someone sitting for the Celtics tonight that we don't know about yet. They are testing me here. They're really testing me. Cleveland's been bad. Cleveland's been awful. Kevin Love completely sucks. But have they been bad enough where I'm going to lay 8 points with the Celtics on the road on a back-to-back? The Celtics have been playing pretty poorly themselves. Seems like the books like the Cavs, and I'm going to side with the books here. Give me Cleveland +8. I know C.D. Osman's out. Darius Garland is most likely out. Kevin Love is ass. I know all these things, but I'm taking the Cavs. I'm leaving it off the menu for now. But everyone keep an eye on the injury report. The Celtics might be sitting somebody, maybe Tristan Thompson, maybe Kemba Walker. I doubt it's Tatum. I think the line would drop more if it's Tatum, but we'll see. Cleveland +8, not on the menu for now. Anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story, Facebook, next game. Next game up, Mavericks, Pelicans in Dallas. This line opened Dallas -10 at home. Early bets and early money are leaning towards the Pelicans. Yo, check this out. So that Pelicans money, the books do not like it at all. The line drops a whole 1.5 points in just 2 hours. It's all the way down to Dallas -8.5 now. Money's still leaning New Orleans. Zion's done for the year. Brandon Ingram doubtful for tonight. Steven Adams may return for the Pelicans tonight. For the Mavericks, Porzingis may return tonight. We still don't know. Question marks. I really don't know how to cap this game at this point. But the books seem to like the Pelicans, so I'm going to side with the books and take the Pelicans +8.5. Dallas on a back-to-back with a travel. I'm not putting it on the menu as of right now, but keep an eye peeled. VIPs, it may slide into the 5-game plan later. Check your sheets. As of right now, Pelicans plus 8.5. Not on the menu. If anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story, Facebook, next game. Next game up, we got Jazz versus Blazers in Utah. This line open Utah minus 4.5 at home. Early bets and early money heavy on Portland. Another game with significant line movement. The books are showing us their hand. Clearly they like Portland here. Consensus line is dropped from 4.5 all the way down to Utah minus 2. And for the third game in a row, I'm going to side with the books and take Blazers minus 2 here. I'm going to throw it on the menu. Portland's been playing great recently. They've won 8 of their last 9. Utah's still missing Mike Conley and Donovan Mitchell. Yeah, they've been playing better. It seems like the Jazz have figured out a way to play without them, but still, without those two guys, I definitely don't trust them as much as I would the normal Utah Jazz team. Give me Portland plus 2 on the menu. If anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story, and Facebook next game. Last game, we got Lakers, Rockets in LA. This line open Lakers minus 13. Really late getting the numbers here, so all I have are the 10 a.m. numbers. Sharps leaning Lakers here. We're looking at 77% of the money on the Lakers as of 10 a.m. Obviously, this is a Lakers game. We need to see injury reports before we make any final decisions here. Is LeBron James playing? I thought he was supposed to come back last night. He didn't. Is he coming back tonight? Is Anthony Davis playing? He was limping pretty badly in that Knicks game last night. Are they going to give him a day off on a back-to-back? The Lakers just had a battle with the Knicks last night, so they're on a back-to-back. Handicapper's logic would be fade the Lakers the next game. But the thing is, the Lakers really need these wins right now. They're trying to get out of the play-ins. I don't know if they're going to take their foot off the gas. I don't know who's going to play. So I'm going to put Lakers minus 13 up here for the video. As of right now, off the menu, but it may end up on the menu late. So VIPs, make sure you check your sheets. There might be Lakers on there depending on who's playing. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram story. That's it for today's episode. Only 6 games on tonight, but I think we're poised for a nice 3-in-1 night. Let's pick up a couple more units. Let's stay hot. We've been steady on the rise for about 3 weeks now. I don't plan on breaking that streak. VIPs, check your texts and your emails. 5:30 p.m. Eastern time, I'll be sending the sheets out. Play smart, pick your spots, and play them strong. I don't mind if you raise your unit size. Play your spots strong, but stick to the process, man. Single bets only, do not chase. Let's make some money tonight. I'll talk to you on Twitter.